Alright, let's begin the showdown. So, like always, I'm gonna just do pulls at the start of the story, just so we can get it out of the way. Hopefully Nefer comes home early, because there's a lot of Nod Krai characters that I want to be pulling for. I've got a lot saved up, so I'm not too worried, but you never know if you go to hard pity on every single one. First, a 10 pull. Come on, Nefer. Alright. Second 10 pull. Come on, please, Nefer. Alright, nope. Third 10 pull. Come on. Nope. Fourth 10 pull, Nefer. We will tell you all about Descenders. You know, you want information, you love stories. That's something you would love, right? Okay. Maybe she knows about the Descenders. Fifth 10 pull, though. Please, Nefer. Okay. Guess we're going to 50-50. Sixth 10 pull. Yep, okay. I feel like we're going to 50-50 here. Right, 70th 10th pull. Yep. Here it is. Please, Nefer. I don't want to lose the 50-50. Go away, Mona. We may get lucky. Alright. Let's just hope we don't go to hard pity then. 9th 10 pull. Skip. Oh. 10th pull. Skip. 11th 10 pull. Ooh. 12th 10 pull. My bank. Never, please. The cost is already too high. 13th 10 pull. 14th 10 pull. Please, Nefer, stop. Why you gotta be so expensive? Hard pity, I'm guessing. 15th, 16th. Okay. Hard pity is... Well done, Nefer. Hope you're happy.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you
Nefer.
too. Like, compensate me with 2. Please. Nope. Alright. It adds up. That's a lot accurate. Her being that expensive to get. that definitely hurts. 17 pulls back though. I'll take it. Let's begin. The Reiki of Solnari has been revived with the aid of the Kuvaki beam. Now a new crisis looms over Nod Krai. Bro, I am so hyped to see where the story goes. I feel like we're definitely going to see the Hexen Circle show up as well. I'm going to assume Nicole's going to save Columbina, you know, in the trailer where Reria is about to actually hit Columbina. Nicole's probably going to come in clutch at the very last second, since she's already helped us twice. You know, with finding information when we were in Flynn's hideout, and then she put up a barrier around the Frost Moons when the beam went off. So I can't really see her allowing Reria get a hit on Columbina.
Since we said bye to the others in Nasha Town. Still no news about Rarer, though. Where could he have slunk off to?
He's chilling in his own area, gathering power. Now that he's got 10%, his power's just gonna be snowballing.
If only he was gone for good. But with all the trouble he stirred up before, there's no way we've seen the last of him.
He's got goals.
Hello, you must be the traveler in Paimon?
I don't trust you. That's him. Get him.
Mr. Flynn's has been looking for you. Unfortunately, there's been a serious wild hunt attack over at the quarry. He thinks it's time to regroup and figure out a plan.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna see that massive invasion of the wild hunt. I thought it was gonna happen in Act 2, but it's gonna happen in Act 3 or 4 now.
The wild hunt? Oh, uh-oh. We better get over there right away.
I mean, since Reria is leading the wild hunt, now that he's getting stronger, I'm gonna assume the wild hunt is also gonna have more influence and space to actually invade. Because I'm pretty sure the wild hunt only has like certain pockets of space they can invade, depending on the area. But I'm guessing with the more powerful Reria gets, the bigger the area the wild hunt can, you know, manifest and invade. So yeah, that's gonna get very dangerous.
Come on, let's go!
Let's go. A nation that doesn't exist. A very interesting title for a quest. Yeah, that don't look good, Chief. Oh yeah, because we also left off on Varka, you know, showing up where Raria was, right? I wonder what's going to come off from that. I doubt we're going to see, like, whatever happened there. I'm guessing Varka scrapped with him and Raria probably dipped. Because I feel like Varka could probably take on 10% of Raria. Now, 25%, 50%? Who knows?
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This whole area feels like a soulless husk.
Yep, Raria's already sucked it up.
Looks like his appetite truly is insatiable. As if the power of that energy cannon wasn't enough.
Yeah, which is terrifying, right? Because at least before he needed to plan to actually, you know, gain a little bit of Kuvaki and to convert it into like abyssal energy. But now that he's at 10%, he has a lot more kind of power to just absorb Kuvaki in large quantities. So he can just suck up areas, which, again, his power's just gonna keep snowballing now. We gotta put a stop to it real quick.
He's not seriously still getting stronger? What's his endgame here?
The moons. Actually, I think his real goal is to get a human body, right? Which I kind of feel like we've fully stopped him from doing that since we pretty much stole his heart, right? We purified it. So I think he's going a little bit crazy because of that.
Ah, everyone's here already. Hey, we made it. So, what's going on?
Give us the rundown.
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rerir to strike again. But it's like he just vanished into thin air. No one has seen him nor found any trace of his presence.
Except Varka.
That is, until this morning, when a ratnik found signs of wild hunt activity while out here on patrol. As you can see, the Crystonite itself is physically intact, but the Kuvaki it contained is all but completely diminished.
Terrifying.
And we're sure that Rarir did this.
100%.
Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like this.
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Reiki of Solnari set to maximum threat level.
He should have already been at that, to be honest.
Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon, he will pose a threat beyond our ability to contain. The consequences could be catastrophic.
Yeah, this is definitely a Hexen circle and like Dane matter, you know?
Traveler, do you remember when we encountered Rerir just after regaining his body? There wasn't a shred of sanity left. Nothing but madness and rage.
I remember it well. He was extremely dangerous even then.
Yeah, didn't he shout out a bunch of names? Then he started raving about how nothing in this world mattered to him.
Yep, mentioned the sinners and the name Flanindus. I cannot pronounce that name. I have been trying so hard to pronounce that. For some reason, I can't. I'm just gonna call it Flindus, alright? But yeah, he mentioned that name. We don't really know who that name belongs to. I feel like Columbina has some sort of relevance to that, because the whole thing with like him falling into the moon's reflection is already weird. We probably know that the sinners were the ones that, you know, chopped him up and, you know, scattered him across space and time, right? But Flindus is probably the one that casted him into the moon's reflection. So rather, Flindus is Columbina's real name, or maybe it's a name somewhat related to Columbina in some way. And it might also explain why Raria was even able to escape the moon's reflection, because Columbina's power has been suddenly draining. So maybe that moon's like reflection started weakening, which allowed Raria to kind of escape, you know? And it might also explain why the Harbingers were confused when Columbina was asking about Raria, because they were like, oh, shouldn't you know about that? Maybe it's because she has something to do with what happened to him. She just can't remember. I don't know. Just mad ravings.
Oh, Paimon gets chills just thinking about it. Oh, but the thought that he's still out there, lurking somewhere in Not Krai, waiting for his chance to strike? Oh, even chillier.
I don't know. I feel like he might be smart with it, though. I don't see him launching a full-scale attack right now. He's probably planning a little bit more before that.
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage. If he has such overwhelming strength, why would he suddenly go into hiding?
Because there's currently very strong people here.
Yeah, if I were him and I wanted more Kuvaki, I'd just take it by force. No point staying in the shadows. Unless something went wrong. His whole resurrection thing didn't exactly go smoothly.
He didn't get his human body back.
The other thing is, how does someone who's completely lost their mind still have the wherewithal to cover their tracks so perfectly?
I don't even think he's fully lost his mind though. Like, yeah, he's definitely losing it, but he's still calculating.
Beats me.
According to certain medical studies, insanity does not always entail a complete loss of rationality.
There you go.
It may be that he is simply living in a world of his own.
That actually sounds about right. He was ranting away to himself the whole time, like he had zero interest in talking to us.
There are many unanswered questions here. He could be right under our noses, and we'd still be in the dark. Besides his name and title, we know little about him. Certainly nothing about his past, or what he might be hoping to achieve.
So is he currently like in his own kind of like dimension in some kind of way?
Exactly. And we wouldn't even know where to begin looking. Even Boss hadn't heard of the Rahir of Solnari before all this.
We did.
I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in Nodcry, we still wouldn't find more than, like, 3 useful facts about him.
Dang.
So, if we do nothing, he'll just keep getting stronger. But if we want to investigate him, we have no idea where to look. Last time we had Marionette and her big robo-buddy to help us, and we still barely held our ground. If we had to face him alone...
Yeah. The thing is, even though we're going to see a rematch against the Marionette and Raria, I don't think it's going to go well. Because I feel like the best chance you have at defeating Sandrone is on your first fight. On your second fight, you're probably cooked. But against people who have rapid growth, they're the biggest weakness for Sandrone. Because she matches your strength on the next rematch. So if she's against someone that like has explosive growth, by the time she has a rematch with them, like they're already like stronger than what she's like calculated for. So opponents like the Traveler or Raria are the worst matchup for Sandrone. But people with more like natural growth, like Sandrone is a menace to have a rematch against.
Paimon's head hurts just thinking about it. What are we supposed to do against a threat this big?
Dang.
Well, I do have a little hunch about his next move. Given that he attacked the quarry, I'd say it's likely he'll target other places rich in Kuvaki.
100%.
Somewhere like the Eye of Krati, or the Pillar of Embla. One thing's for sure. If we just sit back and let him keep absorbing Kuvaki, we really won't stand a chance against him.
I mean, at that point, it'll be like a Hetson circle kind of threat that they need to handle.
A perfectly reasonable hypothesis. However, it is worth noting that these 2 locations are quite far apart. To investigate them both, we'll need to split up.
Scary.
I agree, we should split up. Right now, Rarir's goal seems to be gathering Kuvaki, not fighting us directly. Once we're done, let's regroup on Hisi Island.
Wait, why Hisi Island?
If I recall correctly, your largest goddess statue was carved from Kuvaki-rich ore, was it not?
True, actually. He might not be able to devour that just yet, but he definitely plans on targeting it.
That's right. Yes, it could well be a potential target of his. I should head back and start evacuating the pilgrims.
I mean, Nicole's definitely probably has that handled though.
Splitting up's always gonna be risky. But I guess we don't have much choice, right? We're in a race against time here.
And if we do run into Rarir, what then?
Oh, we're scrapping.
That's when you follow the 3rd rule of treasure hunting. Run like the wind.
That's not rule 3.
Didn't you say the 3rd rule was go with the flow?
I don't know. Did I? Anyway, whatever. In this situation, go with the flow means go find backup.
Right, okay.
Agreed. If anyone finds so much as a trace of Rarir, do not pursue him. Get out of the area and alert the rest of us as soon as possible. We need to put safety first.
All right, we'd better get moving. Come on, Inefa, let's go.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, I feel like the moment you will find traces of her area, you're probably gonna get jumped. Yep. Doing all the investigating. Go, Yehoda, go! Yeah, if I'm an NPC, I'm leaving, man. I do wonder when Dane's gonna show up, though. Hopefully this act, but it's probably gonna be the next.
Any leads?
Nope. Diddly squat. No clues to where he might be hiding. It's like he's a ghost.
I mean, we already know that about our brother as well, right? Or the other sibling, depending on who you're playing. Like, if they want to remain hidden, we're not finding them. I feel like anyone that possesses the abyss on that scale, yeah, you're not really finding them anytime soon.
It feels like we're sitting on a powder keg that could go off at any second. Oh, I hate this feeling. I'd rather face him head on than be left hanging like this.
Nah, you wouldn't.
So, you guys didn't find anything either?
Not loving the word either. How about you, Flints?
I questioned a few Ratniki and eventually narrowed my investigation down to one suspicious individual. But by the time I got to his place, he was already gone. Almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either that, or he's just extremely cautious and doesn't stay in one place for long.
Because that's the thing as well, like, he can imitate people very well. So if he's not hiding in the abyss, he might just be among the many NPCs.
He's been biding his time for a while now. The question is, where or what is his next target?
No idea. Since regaining his body, he seems to have lost all interest in the fragment in my possession. If he did still want it, he's had plenty of chances to take it.
I feel like we purified that, though. I feel like we've completely kind of screwed his plans on that, because that fragment was his heart, and we just absorbed that. So I think that's kaput. That's useless to him now.
All we can do now is hope that Aino and Anefa turn up some leads. Darn it, Rerir. If you've got the guts, come face me one-on-one!
Yehoda, you might not want to be saying that.
Wait, he's actually here? I didn't mean it! I swear.
Oh, hold on a minute. That came from Columbina.
No, it's coming from...
Alright, okay, we gotta go.
Silver Moon Hall. The Lady Kutar might be in danger.
Alright, go.
Let's get over there, quick!
I didn't think this would already be happening. What? Already? Huh? I thought this might have been later on. Okay, help! Nicole, anyone? Okay, Laudma, please. Yo, that's so sick. Hello, area.
Why is he attacking the damselette? What's going on?
No time
Moon
for
Goddess.
Stop him!
Okay, I did not expect to scrap this soon. I get him. Right, Flynn's. Top tier teamwork.
This is insane.
Yep.
Yehoda, get Kutar out of here.
On it.
Right, triple team. Let's get it. Yeah, he's too strong now. Wait, we've gone through this before with Arlecchino.
Look where your feeble light has gotten you. Now you shall plunge into darkness.
Damn.
Felindus, soon I will find a way.
Yep.
Watch out.
There's the name again. Help. Yehoda. Oof. No. Okay. I am terrified, dude. Hexen Circle, please, anyone! Huh? Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, absorbing it. We can just absorb that easy. Okay, even Paimon's dodging. Sick. Help. Yep, that's enough. Huge. It's so sick though. Oh, invasion though.
Find them. Even if it means turning this place to ashes.
Why does she send us though? Oh, that was so sick.
That was too close.
Where are we? Okay, I did not expect that to happen so soon. I thought that might have been like near end of Act 3 or in Act 4. Oh, that's fascinating. So I feel like when the hands were wrapped around the Traveler, did we absorb that or did we use the moon power inside of us to like blow it off of us and then absorb it?
We barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy strong?
Yeah, he's one of the 5 sinners, and that probably wasn't his full strength. If I were to take a guess, he's probably at like 25% now.
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by conventional standards.
Yeah, the sinners, man. Terrifying. And he also mentioned Thalindus again, right? And then he shot at Columbina. So I'm gonna assume that Columbina has some sort of connection with Thalindus and like the moon's reflection and that kind of thing.
I have a question. When me and Anefa showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted her dead. What was that all about?
You've met her before.
We weren't there for the whole thing either. They were already duking it out by the time we arrived.
Yeah, I mean, Aino's already met her, and Inefa already knows she's the moon goddess. You know, with the Chronicles.
Yeah, we didn't see how it all started. It all escalated so quickly, we had no choice but to step in.
Kutar, can you shed any light on the situation?
Might as well reveal at this point.
Kutar. Cross-checking database. I see. So you're the one that the Frost Moon Scions refer to as the Moon Goddess?
There you go.
Wait, she's the moon goddess? Oh, no wonder she looks just like all those statues.
Yeah, if only Aino could piece this together during the Chronicles.
There are many reasons why people might worship the moon, and just as many why they might despise it. I've never met that person before, but there was no mistaking his deep-seated hostility towards me.
Yeah, Thalindus has something to do with it.
Why he holds me in such contempt, I cannot say. But since he hunts the power of the moon, it's no surprise that I am a target.
Yeah, so the sinners we can assume he hates because they're the ones that scattered his parts across space and time. Thalindus definitely has something to do with like the moon's reflection, and that has something to do with Columbina. She just doesn't remember it, or maybe like again, like maybe like a previous moon goddess of the Frost Moons who went by Thalindus casted him into the moon's reflection, and they ended up dying, and then Columbina came around. I don't know, we're gonna have to wait and see what we learn from this.
Kutar.
There are many potential motives. For instance, you help the Traveler escape his grasp. This could be his way of taking revenge.
Nah, there's more to it.
It is also possible that he covets the Kuvaki inside you, and seeks to take it for his own. The list goes on. But, right now, devising a counter-strategy should be our #1 priority. The likelihood of this location being discovered is close to 100%.
Yeah, I mean, it seems heavily infested with the Wild Hunt kind of aura as well.
A
Fog.
counter strategy? But we don't stand a chance against an enemy like this. Surely our only option is to run. He's not gonna chase us to the end of the world, right? So as long as we can sneak out of Nodcry undetected.
Oh, is this why we were in Sumeru?
No, I can't say that. Come on, Yehoda. This is serious stuff. You can't suggest we all just chicken out.
Yeah, because we saw the Nod Cry crew in Sumeru during the trailer, so I wonder what that's about.
Running is our only option.
Huh?
You seem surprised. But what other choice do we have? We are facing an enemy we cannot possibly defeat in battle.
Yeah. So we already need Dane, Vaka, and the Hexen Circle. He's already at that level. That's terrifying, dude.
Well, I mean, yeah, but still.
Yehoda's just like, wait, I was correct?
It's not too late. I can distract him.
Nope.
So you have plenty of time to make your escape.
Wait, what? You're gonna act as bait?
Yeah, let's not do that.
Doesn't that make sense? I'm the one he's after. There's no need for you to risk your necks on my behalf.
Very kind of you, but I want you as playable, so no.
A coyote doesn't stop for bypassers while it's howling at the moon. What is it, Lama? The Frost Moon Scions have already grown accustomed to life without their goddess. My presence here is no longer essential, and this is not my home, so you needn't ask me to stay.
Yeah, but she still cares about you. We still care about you.
We can't just roll over and let him get away with this. That's not our style.
Yeah. We can't just call it quits after everything we've been through together. Besides, she'd pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive myself.
I love Yehoda, dude. Such a great character.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk of returning the favor would be a little crass for my liking. But suffice to say that we are friends, and friends look out for one another.
Yeah, I feel like this is something that she kind of needs to learn as well. Because Columbina's already kind of going out of her way to get attached to this land a little bit more, like through her Chronicle stories. Because I feel like the moment she kind of views everything as like a give and take, right? Like everything is kind of like a transaction. Like she doesn't really understand something just being like, just giving out help, right? I feel like I butchered that explanation, but I know what I mean.
Rira's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Muskutar, there's no guarantee he would stop.
Yeah, and running away won't solve anything. We stand and fight, no matter what.
But
Kutar, I know why you left the Frost Moon Scions so long ago. It was because people started treating prayer as a form of trade.
There it is.
They would make self-centered wishes, force you to accept meaningless offerings in return, and then expect you to perform miracles for them, as if that were their entitlement.
Because, like, the whole thing of Columbina's existence is for her to be just happy, right? Or to find happiness. Like, that's the purpose of the Kuhenki as well, to, like, look after her and bring her happiness.
If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change everything. And that sometimes it takes losing something precious to appreciate its true worth.
Damn. Yep, fully agree with that.
After much reflection, I've realized that this was never about whether the Frost Moon Scions need you. Any relationship based on need is purely transactional. What I truly hope is that you'll choose to stay, not out of obligation, but as part of our family.
There it is, man. That's what I was trying to say.
You were born here, and now you've returned. Who knows? Perhaps it was the moonlight that guided you home.
It's also kind of where she felt comfortable, right? With kind of regaining her strength. Not only because it was like rich in Kuvaki, but she probably felt that kind of comfort of home, like maybe subconsciously.
thank you, Lama. But my power is on the wane. I'm afraid I will be of little use to you now.
Yeah, we'll find a way. It's our turn to help you now. We gotta destroy the false sky.
Very well then. I'll do as you say.
Both times you saved us, we were transported across great distances in an instant. Is that one of your powers as the moon goddess?
But this time we didn't really go that far though. So I think that's another example of her powers kind of, you know, dwindling.
It is, but I find it very draining. I barely managed to pull it off just now, and it will be some time before I'm strong enough to do so again. Rejected by the world, my power is dwindling. Like a lake, cut off from its source. slowly shrinking away. Now, it has almost run dry.
Rejected by the world. That's definitely interesting. Because if we're going by like the wind glider, we can assume that the damselette is the Welkin moon, right? Oh, that's kind of what she's connected to, since the frost moon was like hidden away. So the Welkin moon was the closest thing she could connect to. Like if she is the daughter of the frost moon, or the leftover will of the frost moon, maybe the rules of Teyvat kind of sees her as an anomaly, right? And she's being rejected.
What do you mean, rejected by the world?
The 3 moons belonged to the ancient bygone era in which they came into being. From the moment I was born, the world itself has been steadily sapping away at my strength.
So something is taking her power though. Like what is the world using her power for? Maybe to keep the projection of the Welkin moon? Because we know the false sky and like the stars are the Irminsul and the Irminsul fruits. And the ley lines of the Irminsul is probably used to make the false sky. But maybe the projection of the Welkin moon is using the damselette's power to keep it projected into the sky. That's why we need the moon marrow, to borrow the eternal moon's power.
The 3 moons are not one and the same. As the goddess of the frost moon, I cannot wield the powers of the other 2.
Unable to consume them.
Yet moonlight has a way of blending together. Each can reflect the other's glow. So when our fingers touched, I was able to restore my strength by drawing Kuvaki from the eternal moon's marrow.
Kind of how we saw in Act 2.
But this method of recovery is painfully slow. If only we could find the...
Oh, okay, we gotta go. They found us.
It's the wild hunt!
Even faster than we expected. We'll have to finish this conversation later.
See how those wild hunt creatures are running away from us.
Yep.
They're likely just a scouting party, which means Rerir won't be far behind.
AKA, we're gonna be cooked in 2 seconds.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get the heck out of here!
Oh, the wild hunt has your scent. The ratio of Solnari will soon appear. Oh, that's actually really cool.
They just keep coming! This is driving me nuts!
Now we got this door.
Rerir's closing in on us. We need to pick up the pace.
We should just dip.
There's too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Kazar's house to escape. This goes on much longer.
Alright guys, we need to hurry up.
Be silent.
Good luck! You want it!
Help. Yo, Vodka, let's go. There he is. My man. Shush. So can Vodka currently hold them off?
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
Hello, Vodka. He looks so sick though, don't he? I feel like we're definitely gonna find out where Vodka ranks on the power scale, right? Maybe he can take on Brary at like 25% or whatever power he's currently at.
Who are you? Uncle Varka! You're back from Amsvartnir?
Adorable.
Oh, you're Varka? Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius?
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole. Follow me. I know somewhere you'll be safe.
Oh, is that where I think it is?
That's the one. Come on, move! There's no time to waste.
Yeah, I definitely know the place. We just go to the bar. Oh, secret base?
Wow! Where are we? This is so well hidden.
Also, what's going on with your hair?
Well, that goes without saying. This is the Knights of Favonius' meeting place in Krai, and a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network.
The Northern Intelligence Network.
AKA, the black market of intel.
Sick.
No matter what faction you're with, it's the place to buy and sell information. Their headquarters are in Krai, but they've got contacts in every nation. As an expeditionary force on foreign soil, Working with them has offered us the most effective way of getting our hands on reliable local intel. This is where we meet, so naturally, it's secure.
Yeah, but we're dealing with a sinner, so, you know, can't fully rule out the possibility that this is secret.
Anyway, where were we? Folks from Nodcry should be pretty familiar with me by now. But I believe this is the first time we've met.
What a crew.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
We've heard all about you. This meeting's been a long time coming.
Yes, sir. 5 years.
You look way younger than Paimon expected. But you definitely have that Grand Master vibe.
Well, I'm no spring chicken. Just not showing my age yet.
How old are you, though?
Definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though.
30s.
Rushed back from Amsvarnir without a wink of sleep, only to get right into another fight with that freshly revived maniac.
Another? You mean you fought him before?
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. I brought some of the knights along to give him a little surprise, but he saw us coming from a mile off.
I mean, from what we heard from Act 2, like, he knew Varka was stalking him, right?
My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough to stop him.
Okay, so even Varka's struggling.
I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as any trained operative. So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the Wild Hunt. The rest, you already know.
Well, glad to have your help. That's one more powerful ally to have next to us.
Is that why he's been frantically absorbing Kuvaki these past few days? Because he sees you as a threat?
Maybe I'm part of the equation, but even if I weren't, I'm sure he'd still be gathering power. He's clearly working up towards something.
Yeah, I do wonder if he knows if the Hexen Circle are here as well, right? Because even Flynn's detected that that barrier around the Frost Moons was put up. So it wouldn't surprise me if Raria also saw that. So he probably knows that there's also another powerful person here that he's kind of worried about.
Note to self. Uncle Varka's strength rating officially upgraded.
Guess it's my turn to ask questions now. So, what exactly has been happening in Nodcry? Why is the Wild Hunt returned in humanoid form? And why is it after you?
That's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Alright. Time skip. Aino brings Varka up to speed about what happened before.
Wow, I had no idea so much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it.
Yep. And it's only beginning of Act 3, which is wild.
So, the Kutar is actually a Fatui Harbinger. And all this Wild Hunt activity in Nodcry is the work of the Raker of Solnari, one of the 5 sinners. That's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Need some time to wrap my head around it all.
I'm truly sorry, Mr. Varka.
Don't worry. Look, the sinners are involved and Dane's gonna show up. Now, whether or not Dane can actually take on a sinner, that's another story. Like, the sinners are very powerful.
You stood with us against the Wild Hunt and did everything you could to stop it from escalating into a full-blown catastrophe. And then, the one time you're away, it all comes to a head and all your hard work gets undone.
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter. You can plan 100 steps ahead and still slip up.
Yep.
That's just life. No one knows what tomorrow holds. You can't predict which way the wind will blow next.
Unless like you're Venti, you know.
And, to be perfectly honest, I can't say I'm surprised. For all the times we've defeated the Wild Hunt in the past, we've never been able to completely wipe it out. Turns out, we were just delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, I mean, as long as, like, Raria's alive, the Wild Hunt's not gonna die out.
But now that a new variable has come into play, fate may well take a different course.
A Descender.
A new variable? You mean us?
Who else? And in a strange way, I think his resurgence might not be an entirely bad thing. The Wild Hunt is like an unrelenting force of nature, but Rarir is an individual with an agenda. He's gotta have a weak spot somewhere.
He wants a human body back, so unless we can use that to our advantage in some way. Because that's what caused him to go completely unhinged, is the moment he realized, like, he can't obtain a human body anymore.
That said, while Aino was explaining everything just now, some of the points that Mr. Flint's added caught my attention.
You mean about our mystery ally?
That's right. From what you've said, not only did they lead you straight to some key files,
Nicole.
they also shielded Hisi Island from a lethal Kuvaki blast.
Yes, sir.
I don't know who or what could pull something like that off. Heck, even Miss Columbina doesn't have a clue.
I'm surprised Varka doesn't know, since he, you know, he knows about Alice and Hexen Circle.
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log, a Nodcrian Ratnik's Field Journal, and Kuvaki Survey Log.
Oh. No. Still doesn't ring a bell.
Sick.
Another dead end. Guess all we can do now is hope that our mystery ally keeps showing up when we most need them.
I guess Varka doesn't really know too much about the other Hexen Circle members then. Maybe he just knows a lot about Alice and that's it.
Still, it's safest to assume they won't be intervening again. From here on out, we'll have to resolve this crisis by ourselves.
Yeah, but they're gonna step in at some point, right?
Your intel also explains something else I've been wondering about. The reason I led my team to Amsfartnir was because we'd had reports about a possible source of the Wild Hunt showing up there. But once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red herring. I don't know who was behind it, but clearly, it served its purpose.
Just to lead them away then.
I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, it sounds like his scheming began well before his return.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe luring me away was all a part of his plan.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's been planning his comeback for 500 years, you know? Ever since he fell into the moon's reflection. It's all been planned out.
But is it even possible that he orchestrated all of this by himself?
Ooh, he's working with someone. I can't see him working with Vedifania and Ryan Dodder, since it seems like those two were the ones that betrayed him. Maybe another sinner helped him? Or if we're going by Fatui Harbingers, Dottore? Because we still need to see what Dottore's like role in all of this is.
The Moon Maiden and the Raker of Solnari. Nodcry of all places. The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
So maybe it is the Fatui.
So, what do we do now? Got any ideas?
Right now,
Sorry,
we've got at least
Hoda.
3 things to consider. Let's go through them one by one. First, we need to figure out how to take down Rarir. If we can't beat him in a straight-up fight, the rest won't even matter.
Yeah, but how do we defeat a sinner though? Like where do we even begin targeting? Because with how the sinners are like structured, they're like roaches you can't get rid of. They're different beings at this point.
To my knowledge, the bulk of Nodcry's fighting force is already gathered here. But even with everyone united, we're still no match for Rarir in his current state, let alone with his power still growing.
What if there was a way to tap into a new power of our own?
A new power?
How so?
Have you thought of something, Columbina?
I'm intrigued.
3 moons once watched over this world. The Eternal Moon was the largest. The Frost Moon was the brightest. And the Iridescent Moon was the most mysterious.
I'm on. Because if we're taking it that Columbina is the Frost Moon, we currently have the Eternal Moon Marrow, and somehow if the Iridescent Moon's Marrow was somehow turned into Paimon, maybe Asmodee had some kind of connection with that. Currently all 3 moons are here, potentially.
They say that back then, the 3 moon goddesses wielded immense power. Enough to shape the workings of the world itself.
Really? So is this the same powers that the Heavenly Principles used then? If it's enough to shape the workings of the world. But to think the 3 moon goddesses also possess that power.
I now bear the Frost Moon's power, and the Eternal Moon's marrow resides within the Traveler.
Because the only people I can think that have the Iridescent Moon is Paimon or the Knave. Since we know the Knave has like huge connections with Camria and like the Crimson Moon Dynasty and all of that. And she possesses the curse, so maybe that's like a connection with the iridescent moon because of the crimson shadow and the crimson moon, that kind of thing. That's all connected to the iridescent moon. So maybe Arlecchino possesses the iridescent moon. Though I would really like Paimon to be the iridescent moon's marrow.
Hold on. Are you suggesting?
The iridescent moon. The last piece in the puzzle.
That's right. If we can find the iridescent moon's marrow, I will be able to regain my strength much more quickly.
But I feel like if Arlecchino is playing a role in this, then she most likely has the iridescent moon marrow, 100%.
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and illuminate all things. Perhaps they hold further secrets beyond our understanding.
According to my analysis, this solution is feasible. However, it is subject to one major condition. How do we locate the iridescent moon's marrow?
I know a way, but we will need to visit the Fatui's Experimental Design Bureau.
Okay, that's dangerous.
The Experimental Design Bureau? Are you saying we need to involve Marionette?
Yeah, she's kind of chill though, so I feel like we're fine. Like, she's not gonna betray us.
Yes. I must speak with Sandrone.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted. You shouldn't go alone.
I will go with her.
Then that's settled. Next up, our second priority. Somehow, we need to figure out Rarir's end goal. As you saw for yourselves, when he was still in his wild hunt form, everything he did was for the sake of recovering his body and resurrecting himself. His first act since then, after laying low for a while, was to try and assassinate this young lady.
Columbina definitely has some sort of connection with Thelindus in some way, because he has immense malice for Columbina for some reason, and he kept mentioning that name. So that's probably the reason behind that. But his second main thing that he's trying to go for is he's probably somehow still searching for a way to get a human body back, because that's the whole reason he went insane in the first place, because we stopped that from happening. Yeah, those are the only 2 kind of main things I can pinpoint.
People's obsessions often reveal their greatest vulnerabilities. There must be a reason why he despises the moon so deeply. Perhaps it sheds some light on his title, the Raker of Solnari.
Tossed him into the moon's reflection.
The Wild Hunt has plagued Not Cry for centuries now. If we want to stop it for good, we have to get to the root cause of what's driving it.
It's true. We still know very little about him. If Kuthar hadn't given us that lead, we wouldn't even know his name.
But where would we even start? I doubt even the Intel Queen of Notcry has a clue, and she has info coming out of her ears.
The only person that has probably the most information on him is Dane. We're just gonna wait until he shows up.
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstakingly meticulous when it comes to dealing with machines.
Hello, Nefa.
She heard me.
There she is, making her entrance.
Boss! What are you doing here?
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal. But it looks like this humble knight had something else in mind.
Yep, pulling her into this mess.
Details. Miss Nefer, the important thing is that you've arrived at the perfect time. Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan to fight Rarir. Given the severity of the situation, I think it's fair to say that our only chance lies in uniting as one. And I'm talking all the factions in Not Cry.
And Nefer is definitely the best one to do that.
We can't do this without the Curatorium. But I knew it'd be a tough job to win you over. So, I took the liberty of reaching out for a little chat.
Yeah, just having everyone here.
Wait a sec. How did you even hear about this place, Nefer?
She deals in intel, Paimon. Obviously, she knows about this place.
Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting spot? And a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network? And isn't it supposed to be super hidden?
You really think he could have gotten settled in Nodcry without my help? Besides, I'm the one running this gig. Of course, I know where the meeting place is.
Oh, so you're the leader of it.
Allow me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network. If it's intel you're after, she's your woman. Pretty much seen and heard it all.
Yeah, so she's already got her hand dipped into this.
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. Seems like you've run into some trouble, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit. You bring Nefer up to speed about what's been happening.
Well, this certainly qualifies as an unforeseen crisis. On behalf of the Curatorium of Secrets, I wish you all the best of luck.
Not my mess. I'm going home.
So you're just going to sit this one out?
Why should I get involved? What could possibly be in it for me?
Like, I get like the whole thing with being like neutral and, you know, not getting into messes. This man is gonna destroy Nodcry. Your whole business and, you know, thing is gonna go up in flames real quick.
What if we told you we can't do this without you?
Oh? Then I'd say you'd better make it worth my while. I don't work for free.
I can't put a price on something like this. It's just not in my nature. But then again, you and I have always been polar opposites in this regard. So I can't exactly say I didn't see this coming. If you insist on compensation, I will pay you. Consider this a formal commission. Sound fair?
Yeah, I'll pay you. You know, trust me.
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a moon chanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're planning to start passing the donation box around among the faithful.
Damn.
Boss, just a thought. If they come up short, maybe you can take the difference out of my next few paychecks.
I appreciate the thought, Yehoda. That's adorable.
Things got really dangerous during the fight with Rerir. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be ley line fodder by now. I'd be gone for good, boss. If there's any way we can make this work, I'd really like to help her. Please? I'm begging you.
Aww. Come on, Nefer. You care for your employees, right?
This is why I'm always telling you never accept favors. They are the hardest debts to repay.
I mean, she didn't really accept it, you know, it just kind of happened.
You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well. Yehoda, I will help.
She cares.
But just this once. Don't count on this happening again. Flynn's. That fragment that Rerir was after. Do you still have it on you?
Of course.
Let me borrow it. I need it to follow up on some leads.
Wait, you actually have some leads?
Yeah, because she even knew about Nicole being here, right? In the Nodcry teaser. Because she mentioned a greater storyteller had shown up and it then switched to Nicole.
Shh. This is top secret information.
Okay.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather keep to ourselves. Plus, I know we can count on you. So we'll leave the intel gathering in your hands. And that brings me to the third and final item. We need to find a way to distract him. We need time to make our move, so someone will have to stall him. I'm in for this part, no matter what. Anyone coming with?
The absolute Chad.
Count me in too.
Yo, all the Chads are stepping in. Okay.
Come off it, you two. Quit playing heroes. I'm way ahead of you here. Nefa did a scan of the Moon Goddess's Kuvaki signature, and we're gonna use it to make some decoys over at the Kramkake craft shop. Anyone who's in, follow me.
But yeah, having Aino kind of working on this definitely makes me feel more at ease, you know?
Once they're ready, we'll deploy the decoys across Nodcry. So as long as the rest of you keep moving, he won't catch on to your scent and won't be able to track you down.
Huge. Thank you, Aino.
I like it. Genius idea.
No biggie.
Aww.
All right then, we'll split into 3 teams. Once your team has finished their mission, return here and wait for the others. Dismissed.
Yes, sir. Gonna speak to us? Nope. Okay. Alright, let's hope this goes well. Oh, it's actually split into stories. Huge. Oh, that's adorable. That's so cute. just walking in.
Lady Damselette. Wait, and you two? What are you doing at the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau?
Don't worry about it. I mean, we're at the back, so we already walked through the front door.
We've been doing our best to mind our own business lately. But if you're just gonna waltz up here like this, you're seriously pressing your luck. Don't blame us for doing what we have to.
You would be cooked in seconds. Let's not go down this route.
You really think that's gonna scare us off?
We're not looking for any trouble. I just want to see Sandrone.
Do I need to remind you that you're still a wanted fugitive for deserting us?
Nah, that's just past the mind, innit?
Out of consideration for our former ties and the crisis we're all up against, we'll let you leave in one piece. But don't even think about trying to get inside.
Let them in.
Thank you. Oh, and the OST kicking in? That's so sick.
But...
Are you going to make me repeat that?
Yes, ma'am.
No, my lady.
Sandrone seems to be in a good mood. Must be maintenance day.
Oh, I can't wait to see these interact. It's always just so entertaining. Yep, let's go. Love it.
So tell me, to what do I owe the honor this time?
We meet again.
Actually, before you answer that, just so we're clear, we're not colleagues anymore, Columbina.
Right.
I don't owe you anything.
As much as she puts on the front, like, she does care for Columbina, you know? As much as Columbina rage baits her.
I promise it's nothing big.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some time and satisfy my own curiosity.
Yeah, it's nothing big, you know? just a few small things.
Whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past, I haven't lost the plot enough to even consider sticking my neck out for your sakes.
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino.
Oh?
What?
It has nothing to do with me?
Huh? You mean the knave?
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino. Is she in Krai?
Call her over.
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the Rooster and Regrator. The only ones in Krai are me and...
The Tari.
What is it you need to speak to her about anyway?
So I'm guessing she went back with those because that has something to do with Project Stuja, if I remember the name correctly. So that's probably still happening in Stejnaya.
Rebrier is hunting me. If I'm going to face him, I must first retrieve the lost moon.
So she probably already knows the iridescent moon's probably with Arlecchino. Arnett seems lost in thought, but she doesn't look surprised. She must know more than what she's letting on. I don't understand what Arlecchino has to do with the iridescent moon's marrow, but at this point, I have no choice but to go along with Columbina's plan.
Is that a no, then?
We're only doing this to stop Raria. He is our common enemy.
As if I need reminding. I was this close to settling things with him.
Yeah.
Before someone decided to whisk me away to their weird little garden.
Sure. If it makes you feel better.
Have you held any tea parties lately?
Huh?
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here.
You don't seriously think we'll pack it all in just because you aren't here? Wait, that's actually really adorable if they all just had tea parties together. It's really cute.
If anything, they've been more eventful than ever. Just me, Arlecchino, and a bunch of insolent and sensitive guests who won't stop asking where you've gone. Oh, they've been a real joy.
I'm guessing that probably refers to like the Tara and that.
I bet you served them the worst tea you have. Just like you used to do to me when I upset you.
Who cares about how good the tea is when there's no one around to drink it? I keep losing people.
Aww. Yeah, I definitely want to keep learning more about her, though. The fact that she hosts tea parties, though, and she seems upset about it kind of ending, or losing people, that's adorable.
First Rosaline, now you. I'm running out of people who can make me laugh. Honestly, what could be more ridiculous than a multi-centenarian goddess who's only ever had the plain herbal tea she received as offerings?
Yeah, sorry about Rosaline, by the way. Yeah, because from what we found out about the Chronicles, it definitely seems like Columbina was closest to Sandrone, Arlecchino, and Rosaline. Seems like those four kind of had like a good connection with each other.
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time. Was it really just to see how I'd react?
Wanted to see which one was her favorite. Yep, get into her.
Well, duh. Why else? Watching you squirm was practically my only form of entertainment.
You're slipping a little bit, Sandrone. Yeah, she was probably trying to find out which teas that she liked. Or was she genuinely trying to introduce Columbina to new flavors? Maybe all that coldness is just an act, and they actually get along 100%, dude. I think that's pretty obvious.
Oh, yeah. And Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia around, too.
Yo?
But I guess we won't be seeing him again.
He's still technically there, you know, he's just sitting on that throne.
Well, I guess we are overdue for a get-together. Polonia! Have Febronia pass a message to Arlecchino for me.
Febronia?
It's time for tea. Will suffice.
Pass along a message from me, too, if you would. My body cannot contain the marrow of 2 moons, so I'll be leaving one of them in her care.
Excuse me? Who said you were on the guest list? If my tea meant that much to you, maybe quitting the Fatui wasn't your brightest move.
Okay, Sandrone.
Back when you were under the Tsaritsa's protection, no one would have dared come at you so openly.
But that protection didn't come for free. In fact, I paid dearly for it. At the end of the day, it was just another transaction.
Yeah, which kind of sucks, right? Because I think the 4 of them did have, like, really good connection, but she still kind of sees the whole, like, Fatui, you know, family as, like, a transaction thing. Because I'm pretty sure they used her power to pull down the remnants of the moons, right? I think that's the deal that she has with the Tsaritsa. And that probably drained a lot of her power.
I just got tired, that's all. I never wanted any part in their grand ambitions, and I've had enough of being treated like a bottomless supply of power.
Damn.
It brings back memories from the old days, when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess. Centuries on, it may be a different group of people, but I see the same greed in their eyes.
Which, again, just sucks, right? Because, again, I feel like Arlecchino, Rosaline, and Sandrone definitely didn't see her as this source of power, but the Tsaritsa used her for her own plans, and Dottore obviously sees her as something to research.
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason to stay as I do. The Tsaritsa gave you shelter and protection, but that was it. Nothing more, nothing less. Meanwhile, the Fatui demanded everything from you in return, until it was more than you could bear. I get why you left. And frankly, I have no interest in dragging you back just because the higher-ups told me to.
Aw, that's so cute, dude.
But if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths, we might be enemies for real.
Traveler's like, why am I catching strays? She says that, but she's the one who caved in and agreed to help Columbina.
Guess that's our cue to leave.
Let's go. We better not keep Vaka and the others waiting.
That might be your plan. But it sounds like someone else wants you to stay a little longer.
Oh, has Rari already showed up?
Huh? What do you mean?
Listen.
Oh, damn, so he's already here. I mean, we've got Fatui technology. I feel like this will help a lot with holding him off.
My lady, it's the Wild Hunt. A horde of monsters is headed straight for the facility.
Ugh, another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area. I'll handle this.
I mean, I'll believe that she'll be able to hold him off, though I don't really want to leave him with her.
Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself?
Huh, you'll be lucky to make it out of this alive. You really think you can afford to worry about me?
Alright, let's not play heroes here.
Go on, get out of here. You may have stopped Polonia from crushing him last time, but I've made sure that won't happen again. The entire Experimental Design Bureau is rigged for war.
I'm worried, man.
Stay and watch if you want, but it'll be at your own risk. You're not flagged as friendlies in the weapon system.
Yeah, because, like, Polonia's probably has been upgraded to fight Raria at 10%, and not the power level he's currently at. So, on, like, a one-on-one fight, Polonia, I definitely can't see him winning, but with all the Fatui kind of tools, maybe they can hold him off for quite a while. Just be careful, okay?
Don't tell me what to do! Look, if you're leaving, make it quick. Or you'll just get in my way. There's a secret passage on the second floor. It'll take you right to the plains out back.
She's so adorable, man.
Stare all you want, Columbina. You're not getting another invitation to my tea party.
I know. But thank you anyway, Sandrone.
Thank you.
This is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those people. All their melodrama and sentimental nonsense is rubbing off on you.
Yeah, but you like it. Alright, sorry about that. My OBS just decided to die on me. Come on then, Mr. Raria. Let's pick up where we left off.
It's your Wild Hunt monstrosity
Damn.
versus my beautiful creations. Let's see who comes out on top.
Alright. Feel like he's just gonna swipe his hand and they're all gonna go. Alright. Tower defense time. In we go. Yes, sir. Hey, Sandro, you got any, like, self-repairs onto this? Sandro would be terrifying to fight, though. Bah. 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 Imagine if this is what the Fatui robots could actually do to you when you were fighting. Just constantly fire. We would be cooked. Yo, Sandro, we gotta get more of these, man. Those are very effective. Let me guess, this is a sniper? Yep.
Keep them pinned down. Don't let them get near.
Yeah, if this was like the defense when we were sneaking in, we would have been clapped. Imagine you just walking around trying to grab the chest and you just get sniped. Huge.
Deploy all backup units. Get in there and hold the line.
Alright, we're on the front lines now. Alright, this one might be kind of cooked. You got like a nuke you can deploy?
Don't worry.
Stay back.
Once this is over, I'll put you all back together again. I promise.
Aw, that's actually really sweet of her. Yeah, because we know Sandrone is like, I know that she really cares for her creations. Polonia especially. Oh, warning, the machine is severely damaged. Alright, yep, it's cooked.
Finally, the Ranger himself. Time to...
Yeah, I don't know about that, Chief. Oh.
Where'd he go?
Oh. That's terrifying. Oh. Okay. Damn. Man's aura farming, I guess. Yeah, Sandrone, can you get out of there? Don't like where this is going.
Polonia, get him!
Oh, but Polonia's only been developed to fight his 10% self, not his current power level. We need backup quick.
I've upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this
Nope.
She's not here.
You're not worth it.
Where did she go?
Hey, over here, you big...
Oh. Hey. To be honest, best case scenario.
Moon. Go. Keep searching. She cannot have gotten far.
Yeah, Polonia, please don't. Yeah. No, we're not gonna see it? You're just gonna cut it off? That's evil. No, Polonia. New room? Oh, this is Nefa's room, right?
So this is your method for investigating Rarir's past. It almost looks like some kind of ceremony.
It looks like some kind of ceremony. Nefa, what are you hiding? Like, I'm just kind of worried that Polonia just got bodied. I think Sandro might be very upset with that.
Good deduction. But it's quite a different affair from what you're used to with the Frostmoon Scions.
Yehoda's like, I've never been in here before.
Whoa, first time I've ever been in here. Boss always said it was off limits, so I pictured some kind of creepy dungeon. But it's actually kinda nice. Oh, I guess this must be Sumero decor? That's where Boss is from. And that nice shopkeeper who sold me my treasure compass.
Yehoda's so adorable, dude. Yeah, never knows what Yehoda's thinking.
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned, but it looks like you're all set. When do we begin?
I just wonder what it allows her to do, though. If it's like some sort of ritual that allows her to get information, taps into like Ermin's soul or something.
Whenever we wish. But for some reason, I've got a feeling this isn't going to end well.
Great.
I've never faced Rarir myself, but from what you've told me, his power is beyond anything I could imagine. I, on the other hand, am just an ordinary businesswoman.
Right,
Our
okay.
paths should never have crossed, yet here I am, forced to make an enemy of him.
If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary as it gets. So what are you saying? You're getting cold feet?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more to Nefa than she's letting on. Like, she's incredibly smart, yes, but she must have like some kind of special connection to some special bloodline or, you know, something along those lines.
Once I take a job, there's no backing out. Still, I have to ask myself if the power I'm relying on will even work on an opponent of this caliber. And also how to make sure I come out of this alive if things spiral out of control.
Fair.
Death is the one thing we can take for granted. It is the great equalizer, however fortunate or unfortunate we may otherwise be. So it's important to consider how to spend what lifespan we have left.
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death. It's bad luck.
I mean, it's valid though. Also, the picture of the cat just chilling. That's adorable.
For once, I agree with you. When you're up against a foe like Rarir, there's no such thing as being too prepared. Is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind. Time to cash in a precious favor I've been saving for a rainy day. Yehoda, I need you to find someone for me. The sooner the better.
How to catch in a precious favor? My only guess would be she has a favor with Nicole, which just makes me question how that came about, if that is the case.
Find who?
That shady merchant who sold you an overpriced treasure compass the other day.
Dari?
Come on, boss. You're pulling my leg again. In what way is she shady? She showed up when I was completely lost and sold me a neat little gadget that was exactly what I needed. Trust me, she's a good person. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Okay. I mean, it's rather Nicole or Dari. Those are the only two people I can think of. A few moments later... it is Dari. Okay. What is Dari's play in this then?
Hey, aren't you?
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora.
Oh yeah, pot almost?
I'm charging double my usual attendance fee.
Bringing out the bangers, eh?
See, look how easygoing she is.
Oh, Yehoda.
After that rude awakening, she could have completely snapped at us. But instead, she kept it together and just asked for an extra fee.
You oblivious child.
Dori Sangama Bay? I never would have pictured you two doing business together.
If you want to make it big and not cry, it's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happens to have a lot of intel that interests me. And she also did me a big favor in the past.
Yeah, that anecdote was actually really nice. Also, banger.
It was back when I first arrived in Notcry. My trusty assistant, the genie in my lamp, had an adverse reaction to the Kuvaki and fainted. And wouldn't you know it, that's when I suddenly find myself in a life-or-death situation. Good thing my compatriot was there to swoop in and save the day.
This is where Dari truly feared Nefer.
I've been giving her a 30% discount off all of my goods ever since. Now, so that no one here feels left out, I'm willing to extend a 20% discount to fellow friends of Boss Nefer.
Smooth.
Plus, any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great Lord Sangama Bay is nothing if not generous.
Yeah.
So, let me guess. You've run into some trouble? I've got everything you could possibly need, and the more you buy, the more you'll save.
Yeah, I feel like you're getting dragged into something that you're not expecting. I just want to know what Nefer's use for Dari is.
You guessed correctly. What have you got in the way of survival gear?
The one type of gear I've never been short on. What are you looking for? A jetpack fresh from the Academia's labs?
Jetpack?
An ancient suit of armor dredged up from the bottom of the sea?
Hold on, she's got some things that I'm actually interested in.
At the very least, I need to know what kind of opponent you're dealing with here. If even you're worried about staying alive, it must be pretty serious.
What if I told you it's someone with the power to bring a nation to its knees?
Is that so? Then we really are talking top-shelf treasures. I don't have anything like that in stock right now. I'll have to ask my supplier.
Damn. I mean, look, if Dari has something that can be a threat to Raria through, like, suppliers, I'll give her the praise that she needs.
Your supplier?
A powerful woman, make no mistake. I can't reveal her identity, but luckily for you,
Oh,
I hear
Alice.
she's planning to visit Notcry in the near future.
Yeah, because we know Dari and Alice has because we know Dari and Alice has, like, interacted, right? They have that kind of business connection set up.
If you're willing to wait, I can ask her when she's here. Can't say exactly how long that'll be, though.
Oh, an Alice curation to help with Raria. That's gonna be huge.
Then let me put it another way. What would you do if you encountered an enemy like that? Roll over and serve yourself up on a silver platter?
Of course not. I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No, no! This is for my personal use only!
Hand it over. We're gonna need that.
Let's just say I'm borrowing it, all right? Just for insurance purposes. You'll get it back later.
So is it a safety teleport then?
Favors are the worst kind of debt to owe, and now you've got a chance to repay one. A win-win situation, don't you think?
True.
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1,000,000 more. Deal?
Damn.
Deal.
Hey, 3 days is all we need, I guess.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
That sudden music cutoff was intimidating. Okay, bye, Dory.
That will be all. Take care now. Don't trip up on your way back, friend.
See you later! You're my favorite shopkeeper.
Oh, Yehoda. So I'm guessing this is going to help with whatever this is.
Excellent. Everything is well and truly ready. The ceremony can now begin.
Okay, so what is this?
After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever I go. You will see many strange things in your mind's eye.
So is this how she gathers, like, very important information on people, then?
So remember, don't be frightened, and don't make a sound.
Yes, ma'am. After laying down the ground rules for everyone who will be joining the trip.
Now then, let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past.
This is gonna go real bad real quick.
I made it.
I mean, let's just hope Alice's creation can help.
I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must be Conrian. Simple furnishings, table and chairs. It's a more ordinary house than I might have expected.
This is so cool. Please tell us we can get, like, an actual full look of Canria.
Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnari came from surprisingly humble beginnings.
I mean, I feel like all the sinners were humble until they got corrupted by the Abyss, or they were entranced by it.
Unless this passed for luxury in Conria. Unlikely. It was said to be a very prosperous nation in its heyday. Anyway, I'll keep exploring.
Kind of nervous. Also, the tunes. Wait, let me get a look. Let me get a look. A few storage boxes sit next to the cabinet. Everything inside is neatly organized. Whoever lives here seems to be enjoying a pretty comfortable life. What went wrong, Raria? A handwritten note.
Hi, Reverie. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by checking out that new kebab shop. I've heard good things about their menu.
Oh, someone he liked?
I'll test it out, and if it's as good as everyone's saying, let's go back together sometime. P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a pin rack. Hope you like them.
Something tells me something very bad happened to her.
They didn't sign their name. But they must have been close. Sounds like they were living together.
Okay. Raria's diary.
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection, but I went alone. Felindus was tied up with something and couldn't make it.
Lindus mentioned?
Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about other things. If you ask me, someone who asks that many personal questions is too nosy for their own good.
Let me write down the name Joseph, actually, just in case it shows itself again. I want to know more about Thelindus, though.
But if he invites me again, chances are I'd still go.
Thelindus. That's the same name Rarier mentioned.
Crane imports keep falling. If things don't pick up, we'll soon be back to meat and mushrooms only.
You can definitely tell how human he sounded here.
Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. Didn't it start out as a lab-grown variety? I heard it's even mildly corrosive. Seriously, why would you even eat something like that?
A corrosive mushroom. Interesting. Another thing I shall write down.
I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy. That just isn't the kind of thing I like to eat.
Oh, this will probably be from the Crimson Moon Dynasty then.
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. Could it be because Conria is underground, so it doesn't get much sunlight?
Makes sense.
That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings. They even use alchemically modified strains for food. Seems like the people of Conria don't have many options when it comes to dining.
Yeah, the only thing that concerns me is the mildly corrosive part of that. I wonder if that had like any kind of alien blood kind of mixed into it or something similar to that. Because if you look at any kind of alchemy creation that Ryan Dodder made, for example, they all kind of were somewhat brainwashed. For example, like Durin, he thought that he was just hanging out with like Venti and Dvalin, but it turns out he was causing absolute destruction. And I can't remember the Evelyn or something along those lines. Like, they also figured out that their existence was causing a lot of destruction because of like this kind of blood they had. So is that same type of corrosion or blood also in these mushrooms? Because if so, that's incredibly dangerous. And that actually might have led to why the Abyss was able to get through in Camria, right?
I've just about saved up enough now. Time to buy it and keep it somewhere safe.
Making a big purchase. I wonder what it is.
Most of what's written in the diary are the mundane details of everyday life. It's clear that the author was an ordinary Camrian, or at least that they were passing themselves off as one. The author's handwriting doesn't reveal anything. It's neither showy nor stiff. In fact, it doesn't really leave any particular impression.
He really is a professional. No wonder he's so good at covering his tracks.
Because I'm pretty sure the Five Sinners and Dane, before the rest were considered the sinners, they were basically all at the top of their own professions, right? Every single one of them was insanely good at what they, what they were doing.
Despite what he's become, it seems like he's retained certain habits, at least in this regard.
Near the end of the diary, you notice a page with a shadow indentation along the bottom. The previous page has been torn out. For now, its contents remain a mystery.
Did Rary rip it out himself?
But pen marks like these leave a trace. With something like charcoal to add some colour, you just need to find the right angle. When Nefa looks around, she sees a fine charcoal pencil on the desk. Before long, she has restored the missing words huge. Compared with the forgettable handwriting from before, these lines have been scrawled in a rougher, more haphazard way, as if the person who wrote them was in an emotional state.
Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart was nothing more than a stagnant pool.
Okay, so that's probably the girl that we were hearing.
The burial place of a fallen moon. A withered, windless grove where the waters rested forever unrippled.
The burial place of a fallen moon.
It was you who helped me see that my heart hadn't entirely withered away. That it could still beat to the rhythm of love.
Oh, and maybe this is why he went insane then, because the thing that we purified was his heart, right? We stopped him from obtaining that. If he valued, his heart because, he fell in love, the fact that we took that away from him, that's a big yikes.
This is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. Why would he go to the trouble of hiding that?
Something definitely happened.
The burial place of a fallen moon.
So maybe the fourth moon that failed to rise? Oh no, maybe that means the other two moons that fell. Or broke anyway.
Right here. Over here.
Dane! He sounds so young. Yo?
Dane! Oh, and, Vedaflin here? What a surprise to see you here, sir.
Please let us see them. Yo, Raria, man. Holy.
Hello there, Rarir. You need not address me so formally outside of
court. They're not gonna show us. You need not address me so formally outside of court, so was he also a judge then? That's cool.
He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. Even the court prophet deserves a break every now and then, right?
Court prophet, okay. So that's the title.
Well, I'm flattered.
I really want to see what Dane and Vedafin looked like back then.
So, what are we discussing today?
Hey, don't look at me. As far as I see it, we don't need an excuse to have a few drinks.
This is so cool.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question? How's that coming along?
Oh, for the girl.
Who'd have thought the great Twilight Sword was an even greater gossip?
I just didn't expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all.
Damn, okay. So they were already in a relationship.
Yeah. If you told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you either.
I think Vedafinia knew how this was gonna play out.
So, are you planning to come clean about your job then? I'm guessing you still haven't told her.
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point. But I'll need to pick the right time and place. To be honest, I have no idea how she'll take it.
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be thrilled. I bet she'll be much more impressed by your actual job than the one she thinks you're doing now. A member of the King's Guard. Quite the cover story. Does the king himself even know?
Of course he does. Anyway, enough about me. How have you been?
So, what was his actual job then? His whole thing has something to do with the moons, right? The moon's burial grounds, the fact that the Lindis was mentioned back here, like back then.
Me? Same old, nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Ved?
Veda?
It's nothing.
Yeah, Vedafinia definitely knew something bad was gonna happen.
Vedafilnir, Daneslif's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of Conria as the Visionary, and said to possess a wisdom far beyond the reach of any ordinary man. And yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me.
That sucks though, man. So I'm guessing whatever happened with Reria and the girl he was with must have happened near the moon's like burial grounds that they were mentioning, and this ties into like the whole like moon reflection business. And Thelindus probably has some kind of play into this. Maybe the reason he fell into the moon's reflection, or maybe why Reria lost the person he loved.
Does he even know me? Does he see me as a friend of his brother, or just another of the Vinster King's blades? Why did he react so strongly? Was it really to do with what we were talking about?
He was very smart.
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. So this is what Rerir looked like back in the day.
Looks good.
Perfectly normal. No different from anyone else. As frightening as this monster is in the present, there's something even more unsettling about seeing the human he used to be.
It's what the Abyss did to him. Oh, that's cool. We're getting the mirror again. Look, I'm Reria. Oh? The girl he was in love with?
Thelindus? You're back early.
Oh, hold on a minute. Okay, so Thelindus was the girl he was in love with. Okay, Vedafinia knows what's gonna happen. The moon's reflection, the moon's burial grounds. The fact that Thelindus has something to do with all of that. What happened here?
Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off earlier than usual. How's your day been? Aw, why the long face? Is something the matter? Has your boss been giving you a hard time again?
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after work.
Oh, this is interesting, man.
Isn't that a good thing?
Yeah, Reria definitely caught on to Vedafinia.
Vedafinia showed up today, too. You know, Daneslif's older brother.
Ah, Mr. Vedifilnir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming true.
Yeah, and the fact that he didn't say anything and Reria caught on to that, that's scary.
He overheard Daneslif mention that I'd recently proposed and seemed to have an issue with it. But when I asked what it was, he kept it to himself.
So, you're worried? You can be such a child sometimes, Revier.
No, I think that's a very valid kind of thing to be worried about, you know? If someone's a prophet that knows everything, and you're like, oh yeah, I just proposed, and they were like, oh, I'll be like, yo, what are you doing there for, man? Tell me, what's wrong?
We're nobodies. Why would the visionary be concerned about us? I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry.
Maybe you're right.
You worry too much, Revier. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not? You've even proposed to me.
Oh, that's so sweet, but we already know this is gonna end in an absolute disaster.
So, you do remember. Tell me then. What's your answer?
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into things like this. We may be nobodies in the grand scheme of things, but if we want things to work out, we've still got to plan ahead.
All right. Take your time. Just don't keep me waiting forever.
Okay, so the name... So this might be the weakness that we exploit then, his relationship with Thelindis. But yeah, the fact that it was his heart that we purified and basically took from him definitely explains why he crashed out so hard.
Nobodies. Sounds about right. In the eyes of people like Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, what do we matter? Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Besides, the dynasty's fate rests with the king and his inner circle. Whatever I do, it won't make much difference.
This makes me wonder, how did Reria get to the position where he was able to divide up the abyssal power with the other sinners?
Meanwhile, every idea they come up with, every decision they make, it affects everything. These days, the king is lost in his research, and the purge of the Crimson Moon bloodline grows ever more intense.
And the purge of the Crimson Moon bloodline. Oh yeah, because wasn't the Crimson Moon dynasty overtaken by the one that came after it? Because I think the Crimson Moon dynasty, they did alchemy, and then the one that came after was a dynasty that focused on machinery, right? If I remember correctly.
The opposition tried to speak out, but nothing came of it. And I'm under no illusions as to why. Because we eliminated them and got rid of their bodies.
Oh, okay. Oh, and the fact that Arlecchino has ties with the Crimson Moon explains why she's going to be playing a part in this.
A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. Yet the king has never even considered a gentler approach, and he never will. What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever find true peace?
Okay, so Reria was the one who purged all the Crimson Moons then. That's dark. Okay.
Thelindis?
Yeah, I can't really see her taking that very well. So this is why he has the title that he does. I can't remember exactly what his title means. Like, I think it's like the Hunter of the Moons or something along those lines.
It's nothing. You were right. Fate has never smiled upon nobodies like us. But by the same token, it's unlikely to bear a grudge against us either.
Oh, she's also not a pure-blooded Cambrian, right? Since she doesn't have the eyes?
There's no reason we can't keep living happily together, cherishing the simple joys of each day as they come.
See? You just need to stay positive, Revier.
Oh, no.
I can feel your warmth, your breath. You're right there, right by my side.
Yeah, I can't see her taking the fact that Reria is killing a bunch of people very well.
Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain. And that's something that no one could ever take away from me. So smile, my love. Let go of that frown.
You're right, Thelindis. I've just been overthinking things.
That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will only ruin our evening. Speaking of which, all set for the ball tonight? I need to go get ready.
You go ahead. I just have a few things to take care of, then I'll come join you.
Even busier than the big shots, huh? Fine, I'll go get started. But don't be late. If you keep me waiting too long, I won't be a happy bunny.
Oh, she seems really sweet, though.
Relax. I'll be there. Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain. You're really gonna leave my proposal hanging and still expect me to take you to the ball?
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner.
Oh, their relationship was so sweet. What happened? Where did it go wrong? Well, I think the moment she finds out what Raria's real job is, that's probably when things go downhill.
Besides, they're two completely different things. Let's take it one thing at a time, all right?
All right. White outfit it is.
Yo?
It seems like Rarir was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services by giving the impression that he was just an ordinary member of the Venster King's Guard. He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancée to know about his other life. Then again, that's hardly surprising. People in the intelligence trade rarely do. Who'd have thought we were in the same line of work? Let's dig a little deeper.
Let's be a lot careful here, Nefo. That's what this is called.
Our last operation was a resounding success, and all thanks to you, Ray here of Solnari. In total, we apprehended 32 dregs of the Crimson Moon, and 67 accomplices.
After all these years since the dynasty's fall, so many of them still linger on.
Indeed, it cannot be denied. Yet it was destiny that the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse, and that His Majesty, the all-seeing Venster King, now guides our nation on the path to prosperity.
Yeah, that's a big yikes.
Conria has no further need for a dead moon. But alas, there will always be those who refuse to see the truth, choosing instead to romanticize the past.
That's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era was worthy of remembrance. And that's exactly why they keep trying to see it restored. Many of its secrets remain unsolved to this day. As it happens, that's precisely the field of study my partner is devoted to.
Oh, why did you say that? Oh, you idiot.
You still haven't told her what you really do for a living.
So, Thalindus is studying alchemy, I'm guessing, right? Since the Crimson Moon, they specialized in researching alchemy.
Where would I even start? How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners? That your hands are steeped in blood?
Gotcha.
You didn't choose this life, any more than I did. Orphans like us don't get a say.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for it. Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct descendants of the Crimson Moon.
Too bad you missed one. Oh, you didn't get them all because Arlecchino exists.
Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans. Most likely my marriage in particular. I have a feeling that we may soon become targets of the Crimson Moon's retribution.
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that very reason. These are no helpless lambs we're leading to the slaughter. They're wolves in sheep's clothing.
Oh, I'm guessing then some members of the Crimson Moon killed Thalindus then? Or worst case scenario, Thalindus turns on Raria because she knows the truth.
Take care, Ray here of Solnari. I look forward to toasting you at your wedding.
Thanks, Thorkel. You look after yourself, too. Thalindus, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to.
Yeah, this never works out, Chief. It's gonna come out eventually.
But that's exactly why I can't tell you everything. There are things you shouldn't know. Things you cannot know. The moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, there are those who would call forth a dead moon's ghost. Could that be why Vedalfnir held back? Or was it because of some court secret he's not at liberty to share? I have to get a clear answer from him. No matter what happens, I will protect Thalindus.
Rarier seems to be very concerned by Vedalfnir's reaction.
To be honest, who wouldn't? Again, if you know what Vedalfnir does and his whole job, and he has that reaction towards something you say, that's going to make you very concerned for very good reasons.
Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. So that's what they were really like. I've investigated this whole area now. There doesn't seem to be any other memories here. Should I try somewhere else? Wait a second. What's this black smoke?
Ominous. Oh, okay, let's not... Don't be too hasty.
So, he's late after all. Just you wait, Rarier. You're in for it. Big time.
Oh, this is Thalindus'
Are
memories.
you waiting for someone, ma'am? Could I tempt you into buying some flowers?
Oh, wait, I remember this kid from the trailer. Uh-oh.
Oh, sure. Pick me out a pretty bunch if you would.
Thank you. But I'm afraid none of them are as pretty as you.
Smooth.
For someone so young, you sure have a way with words, don't you?
So does this kid reveal the truth to her?
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see I'm not lying.
Nah, the Crimson Moon Dynasty. There's the eyes.
May we have a word in private?
Who are you? And what do you want?
It doesn't matter who I am. Too many of our kind have fallen lately, so I decided to take the risk of reaching out.
Okay, so Thalindus did turn on Rarier. Damn.
Not long ago, the Ray here of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds. We suffered many casualties, and many who came to our aid lost their lives as well.
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this. And I don't want to get involved.
Wait, hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rarier, and he claims to be one of the King's guards.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing. Allog definitely knew that Thalindus and Rarier were in love.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner.
Damn.
But surely, you must have caught a whiff of the blood on his hands.
So I'm guessing what happened then is the Crimson Moon Dynasty set a trap for Rarier that made him fall into the moon's reflection.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because...
How strange. Rarier was nowhere to be seen in that memory. It clearly belonged to Thalindus. Rarier couldn't possibly know what happened if he wasn't even there. Why would her memories appear in his fragment? The ceremony won't last much longer. I think it's time to call it a day.
But I wonder how this ties back to Columbina, though. Or maybe somehow a bit of Thalindus's like soul got transferred into Columbina in some way. Or maybe Thalindus helped with the creation of Columbina. I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing things out there at the moment.
So that was your doing? Did you just pull us inside Rarier's fragment to spy directly on his memories?
Which is absolutely insane, by the way, that she even has this ability.
Any more questions, and I'll have to start charging.
I had no idea you could do that, boss! Seriously, that was amazing! We're not worthy. We're not worthy!
So I wonder if she looked into Yehoda's past, and that's kind of why she took her under her.
I gotta admit though, I'm itching to see what happens next. Feels like we barely scratched the surface.
I'm just as curious as you are. But the ceremony only allows for limited time inside.
No.
That's all we can see for now. Luckily, we managed to learn quite a lot.
Yeah, definitely was not expecting it to go into that direction. How are we only on Act 3?
So far, so good. I just hope the others are doing okay too. Especially the group with the Traveler. Their mission is a risky one. Let's hope it's all going smoothly.
Yeah, we're okay.
If you're worried about them, go see how they're doing.
If I know Boss, she's gonna need some time to write up all the details and make sure it's all coherent. I'll stay behind to lend a hand, but feel free to head back and meet up with the others.
I was so invested that I didn't really write anything down. I'm gonna have to do that when I edit through this. Alright. Oh, okay, we're going back to the Traveler and Columbina. This is so cute. I love this.
Oh, they've been prowling around for nearly 2 days now. These things just won't quit. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but with them constantly sweeping the area, our way out is completely blocked.
Yeah, we'll just have to sneak past, nice and quietly.
Oh, that's never gonna work. One little slip up and it's game over. If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rare. And once he knows we're here, it won't be long before he's breathing down our necks again.
Be that as it may, we still need to try. I'm just gonna snap the necks.
Guess you're...
Oh, sorry, Paimon. Yeah, zip it. Oh, they're coming up behind us.
Quick, hide! We almost got spotted!
Yeah, I know, Paimon. Yeah, the Frost Moons definitely are currently overrun.
We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle. Oh, there's no end to these things!
Yeah, we can't keep going on like this. Surely there must be another way out. Yo, we need a guide. Nicole, someone, please. Anyone? Help? Oh, wait a moment.
Fire.
Arlecchino!
Fire?
Huge.
What's that smell? Oh no, there's a fire!
Here she comes, boys. Burn them away. Father is here. There it is. That was quick. God damn. She's so goated.
Sandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina.
Yeah, you just aura farming now.
The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost most of your power.
Mm-hmm.
Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
Arlecchino would definitely know about that.
It's Arlecchino! You came!
Hello, Father.
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
She's so sick.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
No, that's all we see. Oh, back to Sandrone. Okay, what happened with Polonia? Because I'm actually quite worried. No, Polonia!
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. Ugh, whatever. I've got all the data I need. Next time we meet, you're finished.
See, I brought this up earlier as well. But I feel like against opponents who grow really quick, like the Traveler and Raria, Sandrone is just a really poor, like, matchup. Because by the time she's kind of updated Polonia to fight them, they've already grown a lot stronger. But against people who have, like, a more natural growth rate, Sandrone is a menace to mess with, or to have a rematch with.
He sure doesn't pull his punches.
This is gonna set us back a lot.
Excuse me, do you need a hand?
Mika?
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Can't you see I'm busy? Wait a minute. I recognize that voice.
You do?
Hello, Miss Sandrone.
Oh.
Father sent us over to help.
Okay, I thought that was Mika. it was Fermine.
How considerate of her.
It's so cool seeing so many characters in Not Cry, dude.
Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machines.
It instantly breaks.
Nearly every machine that cat girl touches ends up going haywire. Go put her on cleaning duty or something.
Then let's start downstairs. Fremine, we'll leave this place to you.
You've got it.
Oh, that was cute.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard. If you want some, you'll have to make it yourselves.
Aww. I'm actually really liking Sandrone's character. She's very sweet. Alright, we're all meeting back up. Huge. Yippee. That was so much fun. Everyone alive?
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece.
Huh? Feels like there's quite a few people missing. Where's Flint's and the others? And what about Nefer?
Nefer's getting the huge lore drops.
I returned ahead of them. Flint is helping Aino and Nefer to set up the decoys and buy us some time. As for Miss Nefer...
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end. She sent us back to fill you all in on the top secret intel we've been gathering.
I want to learn more about that kind of ceremony device that she has that even allows her to, you know, see into people's past. The fact that she just can do that.
I see. Then let's get right into it. But first, who do we have here? You brought someone else in to help?
Father.
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime Tea Party companion of Columbina's. You may call me Arlecchino.
Surely it can't be.
Yes, sir.
Those eyes. Oh, where have I seen them before? Wait, of course. In those memories we just saw.
Hey, Yehoda, nice. Look at that. Yehoda's keeping on her toes.
The only Arlecchino I know is the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers. So either you share a pretty uncommon name, or you're more than just a Tea Party buddy.
Thank you, Vodka.
You are well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Nodcry, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya seem to hold a special place in your heart.
Oh, my cheeks are starting to hurt. I'm so happy, dude. Oh, Nodcry has been an absolute treat.
Oh, the feeling's mutual. Sounds like you know all about who I am, too.
A Fatui Harbinger.
2 Fatui Harbingers and 1 ex-Fatui Harbinger. All working together. Don't worry, she's cool.
The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess we can't just start trusting Fatui Harbingers, even at a time like this.
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the moon goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui, what makes you so willing to put your neck on the line here?
Nor does Nodcry belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka. Yet still, you're fighting for it all the same.
Valid. Again, though, I feel like a lot of the Fatui Harbingers are kind of put into this one spotlight when they all have their own motives that they're doing. It seems like Rosaline, Arlecchino, Sandrone, and Columbina kind of had a very close relationship with one another.
Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes, stopping things from spiraling out of control is a higher priority than chasing the spoils of victory.
And yeah, I feel like Arlecchino probably maybe has a bit of beef with Raria for what he did.
Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
Arlecchino was instrumental in helping us save the whole of Fontaine. I'm confident we can trust her.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. It's just that the Fatui really have been the source of many of our troubles.
To be honest, she's very valid for that opinion.
We have our own way of doing things here in Nodcry. But ever since they arrived, the Fatui have treated us with nothing but hostility.
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction whenever I could. But sometimes fundamental conflicts of interest simply can't be settled amicably. That's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. This has nothing to do with the Fatui.
Huge. Have we seen this pattern somewhere before? Like, that's triggering something in my memory, and I just don't know if that might just be incorrect.
As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track down the iridescent moon's marrow, which will help her restore more of her power. Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
I'm guessing her Crimson bloodline helps with that, since the Crimson Moon is tied to the iridescent moon.
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the details. Looks like she doesn't want to give away too many secrets after all, but she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers after all. One look and you can tell she's not someone you'd want to mess with.
I love how Yehoda is so easy to read, that everyone just kind of looks at her and knows what she's thinking. I think Yehoda's probably my favorite character in this region.
Well, since Mr. Arlecchino sounds confident in her ability to handle that, we'll proceed to the next topic. Yehoda, time to share that top-secret intel.
Alright, listen up everyone. First, we now know that Rerir was originally a Conrian secret agent whose primary mission was to hunt down and assassinate the so-called Dregs of the Crimson Moon.
Arlecchino?
The Dregs of the Crimson Moon?
In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and Eclipse, and a whole bunch of other stuff from the time of Conria.
Man, I'm just so happy. Just the lol of us, dude. But we're being treated so well.
To my knowledge, those were the names of two different Conrian dynasties. Long, long ago, it is said that the people of Conria worshipped the Crimson Moon, drawing a mysterious power from its reflection. But one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed, hence the name of the new dynasty that replaced it, and how it became the new emblem of Conria.
Coop saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed.
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secrets it left behind. So, he sent the Rerir of Solnari to secretly hunt down the Crimson Moon's few remaining followers. In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was as normal as any other person. Oh, and he had a fiancé, or at least a would-be fiancé, called Tholindis.
Tholindis helped set the trap that I'm assuming made him fall into the moon's reflection. But he wasn't a sinner at this point, though, because he became a sinner before he fell into the moon's reflection, so gonna see how that plays out, actually.
What's the matter?
Just after Rerir regained his body, he called that name.
Verfnir, Rheindaughter, Flinders,
Crashing out.
Interesting. Anything else? What about this would-be fiancé of his? Do we know anything about her?
Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum, but it felt like she was hiding some kind of secret.
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason, Rerir's fragment also contains some of Tholindis' memories, though only a very small portion.
So he somehow found out about this. However he did that is probably going to be revealed, but I wonder if Verfnir had any role in that?
Well, no shortage of potential leads, I'll give you that. In any case, it sounds like we can conclude that while Thelindis was still around, Rarier appeared to be lucid and quite normal. Thelindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world that he couldn't let go of. Tell me though, were these pure-blood Conorians we're talking about here?
She didn't have the eyes, so I don't think she was a pure-blooded.
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure-blood Conrian...
The curse of immortality. She might still be alive. I don't know, because she didn't have the star in her eyes, right? Oh, she didn't have the Camria eyes.
Oh yeah, just like how it was with the captain.
If we could somehow find her, do you think there's any chance Rarier might regain some of his sanity?
Nope. Because I'm pretty sure that's the case, right? They only have the Camria eyes if they're pure-blooded.
It's possible, but it would take a miracle. We can't pin all our hopes on that. That merchant who Nefer knows, Dori Sangama Bay. Maybe we could hire her to look into it.
Alright then. Let's keep working in our separate teams. Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Miss Arlecchino will go look for the iridescent moon's marrow.
Yeah, so it seems like Arlecchino is going to be taking on the iridescent moon's moon marrow. That's going to be interesting.
As for the others...
On the way over here, I noticed that the wild hunt monsters had grown even more frenzied in their search for Kutar. At this rate, the people living here will be in grave danger too. So I'm thinking of gathering together some of our followers to go wipe them out.
I mean, yeah, a large part of like the island has succumbed to the wild hunt's fog. So yeah, you might need to be on that quite quick.
I'll head back to the curatorium and meet up with the boss.
Feels good knowing we've all got something to be getting on with. Given that the Wild Hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely begun their own operations too. If that is the case, someone will need to pass the news on to Flint's. I'll hold the fort for now, then discuss our next move with Flint's, Aino, and Anefa when they get back.
Alright.
Alright then.
Let's just hope this goes well.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way.
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can.
I wonder where the iridescent moon marrow is though. Interesting to know that Arlecchino can track it.
Relax, just do your thing. Now, I decided to call in some backup since things are getting so hairy. Our reinforcements should be here any minute now. Stay safe, everyone. Dismissed.
Yes, sir. There he is.
We're back. Did we get here a little early? Or a little late?
A little late.
A tad late. The others have already set off. To summarize, our resident moon goddess has found us a new ally, and Boss Nefer has uncovered some promising info.
Massive law drop.
Everything going smoothly on your end?
Not great. I don't know how long we can stall them for. The decoys are getting taken out way faster than we imagined.
At least they're working, so, you know, props.
I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right now.
Good job, Aino.
Oh, right. Inefa, could you fill in Uncle Varka on what we just discussed with Flint's?
Sure. Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how when you went to investigate a source of the wild hunt in Amsvartnir, you discovered that it was just a diversion. But according to Flint's intel, several outbreaks of the wild hunt had already occurred in Nodkrai in the period leading up to that. That was before Rarier had regained his body, when he was far from regaining his full strength. In other words, in theory at least, he still lacked the means to act in two places at once.
Oh yeah, because it was theorized that he had someone helping him, right?
Flint's, with everything that's been happening, the Lightkeepers across Nodkrai are rallying to fight back against the Wild Hunt. They're gonna need your help.
So is the Torre helping Rarier? I'm starting to think that he is.
I know. I'm sure you're capable of coming up with something far more effective than decoys. But for now, you should stay here and get some rest. Ineffa and I will head back over to Amsfartnir to see if there's anything I missed.
I told you Uncle Varka would say that, didn't I? A deal's a deal. Not a word about my snack intake for the next week.
Huge.
Database updated. Reliability of Aino's predictions increased.
What does that mean?
They were betting on how you'd respond after hearing their intel.
It's the obvious choice, isn't it? That's hardly worth betting on.
We already decided that Ineffa should go investigate the situation over at Amsfartnir on her own. You might as well stay here and keep watch.
Because we know with Columbina's chronicles that the Tory did do some experiments with Columbina. So maybe the data he got from that is helping him help Raria. We're gonna have to wait and see.
Someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides, you still haven't fully recovered from ambushing Rarir.
So I've ended up with the easiest assignment. Well, I appreciate it, everyone. See you when you get back.
Alright. He's on the bench. Let's go find the moon marrow.
Here, this will serve as a good spot to cross over.
Cross over?
Arlecchino, hold up a second. Since you brought us all this way, would you mind telling us what you've got planned?
Oh wait, a nation that doesn't exist. Are we going into a different dimension?
We still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here. And if even Columbina doesn't know where the iridescent moon's marrow is, how do you?
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon. And one of the last surviving embers of the Two Worlds Flames.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Are you serious? Isn't you're a descendant of that Crimson Moon dynasty we were just talking about? The one from ancient Conria?
Yes, sir.
Your surprise is understandable. I was also taken aback when I first learned of it. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized the signs had been there all along.
Yep, the eyes, the curse.
When I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. It coursed like blood through my veins and smoldered away inside my nerves. What's more, whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew too deeply on this power, it was like some kind of presence within the fire would begin to gnaw away at me, consuming me from the inside out.
Yep, your hands.
Exactly. That is why my hands are like this too. At first, I saw it only as a curse, but once I became a harbinger, the jester apprised me of the truth.
Which is probably why we saw kind of the curse, quote-unquote, expand during her animated shot when she was kind of looking at the flowers and she remembered, what's her name? Clevy, I think that's her name.
Together with my own investigations over the past few years, there are several things that I have gradually come to understand. For instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the shattered remnants of the iridescent moon, fused with the abyss to prolong its lifespan.
Mm-hmm. That's what we learned from the web event. Yeah, here it is. When the iridescent moon shattered, the crimson shadows sank into the abyssal sea.
Since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon, it is a fusion of the iridescent moon's former power and the corruption of the abyss. You all understand the nature of the abyss well enough. I draw upon its power, and in return, it hungers for my soul. This strange blackness is the mark of corruption it has left behind.
Fascinating. Okay.
If I recall correctly, you once told me that if the corruption ever made it to your heart, you'd become a completely different person.
Yeah, which is something that she feared, right?
Yes. And that's the reason I'm always careful not to push my power too far. It's essentially a never-ending tug of war.
Whew. Sounds intense.
Anyway, the rest of my story can wait. Is there anything else about the Crimson Moon or the Iridescent Moon that you're unclear about?
Yeah, I don't think we can help with the curse, because it's already, like, inflicted her. I mean, you never know. We haven't tried it.
Paimon has a question. So, the Crimson Moon that the Karians used to worship was actually the iridescent moon, right? Which was one of the three moon sisters. Does that mean that the Karians were to the Crimson Moon as the Frost Moon Scions are to the Frost Moon?
You can see it that way.
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were like. But I would suspect that the Conrians weren't as devout in their moon worship as it might appear. The iridescent moon's remains simply served as their link to the Abyss.
I feel like some of them were loyal, like the ones in the Crimson Moon Dynasty, but obviously with like the whole Eclipse Dynasty taking over and the fact that King Urban was fine with getting rid of them, yeah, not all of them were loyal, but the ones in the Crimson Moon Dynasty probably saw it as such.
Later on, perhaps someone discovered a way to make direct contact with the Abyss. Or maybe there was some kind of ideological divide. Either way, a dissenting faction staged a coup and drove out the royal heirs of the Crimson Moon Dynasty.
Yep, perhaps someone discovered a way to make direct contact with the Abyss, which I'm guessing was King Ermin, right? Because he was the first to fall to the enticement of the Abyss. And then when Dane and the other 5 sinners were meant to stop him, the other 5 gave into the Abyss. They also got enticed by it and split up the power and dipped.
Still, even with the dark sun looming high overhead, the Crimson Moon's glow never truly faded. If you want living proof, it's standing right before you.
Mm-hmm.
The first time we met, I sensed something familiar in your presence. When I looked at you, I felt I could see that mysterious red moon in the corner of my eye. In your flames, I saw its broken image, surrounded by a strange black aura.
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson Moon is still a mystery, and I'd prefer not to end up as the object of an insane research project.
That's fair. Because I'm pretty sure Dottore and the Knave worked together on, like, doing research together, right? Because during Arlecchino's story quest, like, she worked with Dottore to even make those, like, bottled flame things that purged the memories. So maybe his research into that also helped him with, you know, potentially helping Ryria.
Anyway, time is against us here, so if there's any other questions, they'll have to wait. I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letter, Sandrone mentioned that since you are unable to contain the iridescent moon's marrow yourself, you intend to leave it in my custody. Correct?
Which is so cool.
That's right. For now, it's the only way I can pay you back for your help.
Which I think will definitely help with her corrosion, right? With kind of keeping the Abyss corrosion at bay.
The iridescent moon is already part of who you are. So with its marrow in your possession, you'll be even more powerful than before.
Deal. Then let's get started.
That's terrifying, though. She's going to be even stronger. But again, I think that'll help stop the Abyss from, like, corroding her heart. So that's good for her.
Get what started? What does this place have to do with the Crimson Moon?
She mentioned about crossing over, so into a new dimension?
When I first became a Harbinger, the Jester gave me a book called Paranhari, also known as Leobranto Inamorato.
I haven't read this book, but I know that name is very important.
You should be able to buy a copy next time you're in Fontaine. It's a love story set in the Crimson Moon era. But setting aside the tangled romances of its characters, it also records a few interesting details. In the Crimson Moon era, or so the story goes, there was an orphanage that received children from beyond the bounds of this world, and subjected them to a peculiar induction ceremony.
Okay, yeah, I feel... Okay, a lot of the lore's coming back to me now. So, the Crimson Moon Dynasty, they did summonings, right? They summoned Outlanders to try and find a descender, if I recall correctly.
Beyond the bounds of this world? For real? And what kind of induction ceremony?
The Crimson Moon Sages looked beyond this world for beings with powers that surpassed the gods. But fearing they might lose control, they subjected these children to a process of refinement.
Oh.
They made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you
Ugh.
see it?" Until they finally admitted to having died and seen a crimson moon.
Terrifying.
The adults embraced the children who passed the ritual, telling them, "Within the fireplace, you have traversed the flames between two worlds. Here and now, you are born anew." The book leaves much unsaid. But I suspect that this was their way of branding the children they had enrolled, leaving an indelible mark upon them so that they would forever live in the Crimson Moon's light.
And maybe this branding is what tied them to this world. So maybe this is what happened to our sibling. Because we were summoned to Tevad, but whatever happened with our sibling, they got transported out of the ship. They were summoned through the Crimson Moon's, like, ritual. And whatever branding the Crimson Moon did, ended up tying our sibling to this world. So that's the whole Irminsul business.
That explains why I can't sense the Crimson Moon's marrow in this world. It makes sense that it would be sealed in a special space that can only be accessed temporarily through some kind of ritual.
There's no fireplace here. Do you see a chimney anywhere? Oh, are we supposed to build it ourselves? Okay, fine. Paimon will go find some bricks.
No, I think we're fine.
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames between two worlds. In other words, the flames that burn within me.
The nation that doesn't exist.
Those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly afterimage in the world.
Levy.
In the days of Conria, people believed they could be used to bridge the gap between the two worlds of life and death. In short, I can open a passage to that space for you. That's the easy part.
That's so sick.
The catch is I'll need to stay on this side to keep the passage open, so I won't be able to come with you. Once you're inside, you'll have to find your own way.
Alright, understood. Don't worry, we've got this.
Very well. Then I'll open it up.
Traveler, spare me a little more moonlight if you would. I may need it.
My pleasure. Alright.
Thank you. I feel like I've recovered some of my strength now. It should be enough to move us across short distances and confront whatever dangers might await.
Let's just hope we don't run into Raria there somehow. Maybe that's where he's been hiding.
Mistress of the seven hues of ages past, great mother of the present, crimson-clad sovereign of the two realms, by fire severed, by fire renewed, I offer myself now and beseech your descent.
That's so sick. Mistress of the seven hues. Damn. Well, Raria's definitely gonna be seeing this. Yeah, and we're seeing the three stars again. I'm guessing this is what that's representing.
One word of advice. As you're crossing over, no matter what voices you hear, do not answer.
Noted?
Got it.
I sense a sinister gloom inside, but also the familiar light of the moon. I feel that I am about to meet an old friend who has changed beyond all recognition. All right, let's go.
That's so sick, man.
Seismic changes often begin with small windows of opportunity. This could be your window.
Thank you, Arlecchino. Rary is looking outside the window. He's like, what is going on? The music is sick as well. The Frost Moons must be absolutely terrified, though. Like, they had all the Wild Hunt, like, invading, and now this just shows up out of nowhere.
I sense your presence and crave you death and rebirth.
That's so sick.
Wait, why are you
Don't worry. Don't answer.
over from another world? Transcendent fate itself. I have no right
I have no right to judge you. So, was this the mistress she was talking about? The Sovereign?
Hey, look up at the sky! A red moon! This must be the spot, right?
Crimson Moon.
Is that the abyss? It's practically filled the entire place. What now?
What a tragic sight. Fragments of your broken body, seized by the abyss, and hung up aloft like mummified remains. Iridescent moon. Was this truly what you wished for?
This is kind of what she meant with, you know, meeting her old friend anyway. Hopefully this is what Canon wanted. In some way. Looks like there's only one way through here. Let's keep going and see what's ahead.
Careful. There's something spooky about this place. Feels like something is lurking in the fog. Paimon's right behind you. Whatever you do, don't run off without her.
Imagine if the iridescent moon goes into Paimon.
By the way, Kalambina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that possible?
It's kind of like the shadow of it though, right? Like once the iridescent moon shattered, the crimson shadow sank into the abyssal sea. I'm guessing that's what it's referring to as. Oh, yo!
Just like I thought. It was only a facade.
Oh, that's actually really sick. The switch up. It's pretty much bleeding. It's such a cool visual. So this was where the iridescent moon marrow was hiding.
Huh?
So the iridescent moon marrow is up there in the sky.
Huh? For real? That's way too high. There's no way we'll be able to reach it.
Guess we're flying.
No. I'm not sensing anything up there. It's coming from under the mountain.
Guess we're diving in.
Let's see. Ah! There's some kind of weird shadow over the water. Wait, see that? Looks like a mechanism of some sort. Let's check it out.
I want to get a closer look at that. Oh. Please make it, please make it, please make it. Okay, huge.
Looks like a device from the time of Kalia. Maybe people once came here to study the Crimson Moon's domain, and they left this behind. Oh, if we can activate it, we might find some clues.
That looks kind of similar to the moon wheel, right? As a part of the Krai visions.
Hey, look at that! Now that the mechanism's running, the shadow in the water looks different. Do you think these mechanisms might be the key to unlocking the secret? Let's try to find more of them!
Yeah, it's turned into flames now.
Thelindis, we'll leave the rest of the research in your hands. We'll be heading back now.
Snorri?
I hope this isn't ruining date night.
Ugh. Mind your own business. Just leave me some snacks on the table.
Oh wait, no, this is probably before she was told that information, right? So just how Raria was kind of hiding what he was truly doing, maybe Thelindis was also kind of hiding what she was really doing. So maybe she had heavy ties to what the Crimson Moon dynasty was, you know, doing.
Thelindis? Is that Raria's girlfriend? How come we're hearing her voice here?
Didn't Nefer previously mention that she was a researcher at the Universitas Yeah, I can't pronounce that.
Oh yeah! So, do you think she was studying this strange space all along?
The Abyss has made this space extremely unstable. Maybe that's why some of the things she said and did were preserved here. Like echoes. Or after images.
Maybe that's how Rary got a little bit of Thalindas's, like, memories. What we saw with Nefer when she was investigating.
Whenever I see this view, it takes me back to a poem from my childhood. Waning moon, oh lifeless damsel, weeping on the mountain crest. Mourning still in wistful tone, her fragile soul now laid to rest. For me, of all people, to be here investigating the mysteries of the Crimson Moon space. Is it a coincidence? Or something more?
Yep, that's fate for you. Raria being the executor of the Crimson Moon's, like, researchers and descendants. And Thalinda's kind of being guided to research it. Actually, no, Raria also knew that she was researching the Crimson Moon, right? Because he mentioned it to that bloke. There's a lot of information.
This mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
Yeah, sorry if, like, I say a lot of things that contradict each other. There is a lot of information to take in here. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, one more to go.
I see. So the moon marrow, or rather the power of the 3 moons, is the key to unlocking...
I'm guessing she's mentioning is the key to unlocking that special power that Columbina talked about, right? Yeah, she mentioned the 3 moon goddesses wielded immense power, enough to shape the workings of the world itself. So maybe she mentioned the name of that power here, but it was cut off.
If it really does exist, then maybe this madness can finally be put to an end.
That's so unbelievably sick, though. Alright, let's see what this reveals. The Shadow.
With the Abyss inhibitors in place, I should be able to access the chamber with the moon marrow. Oh, Rarier, with every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. But you're not the root of the problem. Ever since that outsider set foot in Conria, the Vinster King has sunken deeper into madness.
Our sibling! There it is.
If only I could get my hands on that outsider.
Oh, damn.
Hey, look! The moon's reflection is back to normal!
The reason why the Eclipse Dynasty kind of took over and King Ermin kind of fell into corruption is because he tapped into the Abyss. And I'm guessing that was then passed on to our sibling. They acted as a vessel, and then that was divided upon the sinners, right?
Melindis' voice mentioned a chamber with the moon marrow. Do you think maybe it's hidden in the moon's reflection?
It must be. For within it, I sense the fragile aura of a dying soul.
Melindis did know about Raria kind of straying from that path.
Then there's no time to lose! Let's go!
Let's go! In we go! This reminds me a lot of this Mary quest when we went into
These things are so creepy!
Great Law Rukadvata's memories.
Looks like we'll have to destroy them if we want to get to the iridescent moon's marrow.
Yo?
That must be the iridescent moon's marrow! Oh, we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it!
And the Rift Hounds are here also. Brilliant. Let's just hope we don't, like, destroy this and then Raria comes in and snatches it. There it is. it just flies into Paimon.
I finally did it!
The iridescent moon's marrow. Still burning away like an undying flame, yet now contaminated by the Abyss. It has taken on a new form entirely.
That looks so sick, though. The Abyss on top and the flames on the bottom.
If we can purify the abyssal power within, we should be able to obtain its untainted essence.
Leave it to me. It's what I do best. Yoink. Perfect.
And so,
This is the same voice we heard, right?
Is it you? Are you here?
Canon?
Huh? Are you talking to us?
Don't respond to the voices! What did Arlecchino tell us?
At long last, I can see you once more. Our fates have crossed, and I am finally free.
Oh wait, if this is actually canon though, that's so sweet. I mean, it's rather canon or Sonnet, but Sonnet is like theorized to be the Frost Moon, so...
I'm sorry. I lied to you. Even knowing what was to come, I still couldn't let go of the fear in my heart as death drew near. The moment the moon shattered, my body began to split apart piece by piece. Like I was being cut into pieces by 1,000 blunt blades. My thoughts scattered as the cold crept in, but I could not bear to fade away like that.
Actually getting to hear one of the moon goddesses though, that's wild.
Tell me, what was it that brought you to us all that time ago? If only I had possessed your courage, then I might have been spared this torment more painful than death. You look so puzzled. That's how I felt too when I first saw you.
I don't think she's talking to us here though, right? Yeah, because the fact that she says, tell me what was it that brought you to us all that time ago?
But trust me when I say that everything happens for a reason. Farewell, Hypo.
Hypo? Oh, wait a minute. Is this the damselet's memories that she's missing? So is that the first part of the damselet's name, Hypo?
What was that all about? Was that the goddess of the iridescent moon?
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend. But none of us have ever met her before, right?
I mean, the damselet probably did. Just can't recall those memories.
Perhaps. She took me for the goddess of the frost moon she once knew. For a fading soul like hers, our auras must be too similar to tell apart.
That's also fair.
But anyway, we've got the iridescent moon's marrow now. That should help you regain your strength, right? Alright, time to leave this place and meet back up with Arlecchino. Let's go!
I mean, she's probably scrapping with Rari, right? He's definitely seen what's going on. Oh, cutscene?
Inside, this place looks different than when we came in.
Waning moon, oh lifeless damsel.
Is it because we purified it? Oh? That doesn't seem good. Help!
Hurry! The place is collapsing!
Yeah, it's definitely because we purified the moon marrow. Go, go, go!
Who's it? The abyss?
Now we've taken the moon marrow. All that's left here is a dark will. It will show us no mercy.
You can teleport us out, right? We're schmoovin'. There we go.
Give it back. The crimson moon's my marrow.
Now, we're dipping. Sorry. It's for Arlecchino. Damn. The elements, let's go. Arlecchino, help. Oh, that's terrifying.
This is where you fall. Witness my rise.
That's so sick.
What are you waiting for?
Alright, let's go. Okay, I thought something bad was gonna happen there. Thank you, Father. Well, that was eventful.
Oh, we made it! Was that you, Arlecchino? Did you save us?
Raria in disguise. I am so paranoid with Raria. I mean, she opened the portal, so probably just panicking for no reason.
Wait, your hands! They're...
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay.
I mean, hopefully the moon marrow helps with it. It must do.
The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied its will by bringing you out. No wonder it's a little angry.
Is there anything I can do in return? If I can purify the abyssal power, then maybe...
No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot be undone. My hands have already fused with the Abyss.
And there it is.
Purification would simply destroy whatever's left of them.
My hands.
But surely...
But yeah, the only thing that can help is stopping it, and the iridescent moon's marrow is probably the best thing to help with that.
Oh, we're so sorry, Arlecchino. Paimon can't believe you'd make a sacrifice like this for us.
As much as I'd like to call it a favor, the truth is I was simply holding up my end of the deal. Well, Columbina.
There's the moon marrow.
Yes, you did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care. From this day forth, may the two worlds' flames burn ever more brightly.
That is insanely huge, though, because now all three moon goddesses is here. But please, quickly take it before, you know, it gets snatched. Huge.
I'll take that as a blessing. Now, Columbina, give me your hand. Accept this moonlight I offer in return.
And our hand as well. That is so sick, though. All three moon goddesses are here. Hey, the power's
Feeling
returning.
Stronger?
Huge, dude. You good?
Hey, Columbina, are you okay?
I'm fine. Our powers are a little at odds, that's all.
Yeah, probably still has a little bit of abyss mixed in there, you know.
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be a stretch. Still, I think it's fair to say that your strength has returned. At least to the level it was at as Third Harbinger.
That is terrifying.
It's still not enough. There's no way I can hope to challenge Raria like this.
So what power would Arlecchino be then? Because she's the fourth Fatui Harbinger, but now she has the power of the Moon Marrow. Is she on equal strength as Columbina, or is she stronger now?
Just one more ray of moonlight, if you would.
Please, Columbina, don't push yourself too hard.
It's okay. I can take it.
Double hand holding. Let's go. There it is. The blue flowers are back. We did it.
How about now? Fighting fit?
At the very least, I won't have to stay hidden like before.
Man, if we see Columbina pop off, that's gonna be so fun to see.
I want to see him gone from Not Krai. The ray here of Solnari and his wild hunt must be sent back where they belong.
Well, it's good to have something to aim for. You certainly seem more alive now than you did earlier. When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight. More like a wisp of fog drifting in from who knows where, ready to scatter at the first sign of a breeze. But now, you're full of vitality. Just like the Frost Moon, once the brightest of them all. May you keep shining, Columbina.
Oh.
This is who you are.
That's so unbelievably sweet. I hope we get some sort of like animated short or some sort of trailer teaser that shows Rosaline, Sandro, and Arlecchino and Columbina hanging out, you know, just like how they were in the past. I think that would just be so sweet to see.
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino. I know you have plans of your own, and that's why you're always seeking to grow stronger.
Got some beef with Dottore that she needs to settle.
But whatever you're after, don't let the Abyss take a hold of you. I do not wish to see you go down the same path as Revier.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina. Although perhaps it's time you took a new name.
A new name?
I mean, if a name has something to do with what was left off here, hypo ...
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina, they're nothing more than code names.
True.
They describe who she is and the roles she's played, but they're not her real name. We often use code names in the House of the Hearth, too. But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded. Up till now, you've been living a wandering life, so you've probably never really cared. All I'll say is this. Once you've defeated Revier, give it some thought.
I mean, I feel like the moment we defeat Revier or around that time, we're probably going to get Columbina's real name revealed to us.
All right, that's it from me. I'll get you back safely first, then go meet up with Sandrone.
You're the best!
Yeah, let us know next time you need a hand. We'll be sure to return the favor. That'll be sometime in Snezhnaya probably, right? The whole like Project Stooja thing, turning on Dottore if she has a chance. That's gonna be fascinating to see. Because Dottore's got two people coming after him. He's got the Wanderer to deal with as well.
I appreciate the gesture. It speaks to your good character. Anyway, let's get going. There are more urgent things to do right now than trade compliments.
A nation that doesn't exist. That was such a phenomenal act. Is there more?
It was a close call, but we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored Columbina's strength. And that's all that matters.
Yep.
In other words, mission accomplished.
Yippee.
Paimon wonders how everyone else is doing.
Now what's gonna go wrong after this? That's Act 3 finished up. That was so much fun. Again, I was so invested into that. I didn't really write down that many notes. I'm definitely gonna have to note down things when I'm editing through. But yeah, the most interesting things was like the three moon goddesses, they wielded an immense power that was enough to shape the workings of the world. So probably the same power that the heavenly principles used. The whole thing with Camria making a new type of mushroom that started out as a lab-grown verity, but it turns out it was like mildly corrosive. Don't know if that has any kind of play into how the Abyss kind of got into Camria a little bit, or maybe how it corrupted some people. We got information on Vedifania being the court prophet, which, you know, kind of suits him, I guess. Being able to, you know, call out people, I guess. We got a lot more information on Revier, though. Like him being the lead executor for getting rid of, like, the Crimson Moon Dynasty. The whole thing with the Lindis being his fiancé, or soon-to-be fiancé anyway. Oh, we're gonna be in for an absolute treat. But yeah, I feel like what happened was, with the trap that that kid and the Lindis kind of made, led to Revier falling into the moon's reflection. So Vedifania and Rhindaughter probably like cut up his body, scattered him around. Flindis is what made him fall into the moon's reflection. It's just going to be really fascinating to learn all about that. And then we finally got to see Varka in-game, which is just huge. I'm just really fascinated to see how Act 4 plays out. Because a lot of the things that happened in Act 3, I thought were going to be in Act 4. So it's exciting to think about. But yeah, with all that to the side, if you don't want to miss any future reactions to Genshin Impact content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you then.